We are back with the FloTrack podcast. It is Friday, kicking off the weekend. What Gordon has promised will be the greatest weekend of track and field in all of 2023.
And, I mean, it started off pretty good. I mean, we're not even into the weekend. I guess, when does the weekend start?
In terms of track meets, I consider Friday the weekend.
Yeah.
I go Friday, Saturday,
But,
Sunday
like,
weekend.
a Friday race at 11 a.m. count as part of the weekend?
Sure. For this segment, yes, it does.
And for my prediction that this is going to be the greatest weekend of all time.
You get credit for anything that happens on Friday, too.
Well, you know what happened just like an hour or so ago?
Fast 800 already.
Fast 800. At BU, we had Michaela Rose of LSU run the second fastest NCAA 800 all-time indoors. Ran 2 flat, .16, was it? What's the exact time?
0.18.
0.18, excuse me. 2 flat, .18. We're going to have this race here. You can watch the full replay as we kind of talk over this. But Michaela Rose, what was her PB going into this race?
201.66 is what I'm seeing, and that was from the Razorback invite just at the end of January, so not too long ago. She's also run 57.6 in the 400 hurdles. Very versatile runner, runs 4x4 for them too. Ran cross country as well, so she does a little bit of everything. But low twos indoors.
It's
for
very
a
good.
collegian?
Yeah, I mean, last year as a freshman, she ran. She didn't even make it to NCAAs. She was 17th in the prelims. She was second at the SEC outdoor meet in 202. So she came into her sophomore season with a 202 outdoor PB. She runs 201, like you said, 2 weeks ago in Arkansas, and now runs 2 flat, number 2 all time.
And look at the way she's running this race. It's not as if she's sitting back in the pack and then just kicking by in the last 50. She's got a commanding lead in this thing from pretty far out. Those of you who are watching live, you can see the full video. Is it up on YouTube yet? It's going to be up on YouTube soon enough. But Michaela Rose just ran very aggressively in this race from the jump.
Yeah, she's undefeated right now this indoor season in individual races. She ran a mile, then she ran a 600-yarder, which we love, the 600 yards.
Oh, yeah.
How many meters is that? Is that closer to 500 meters or 600 meters?
It goes down.
Okay,
right?
So it's closer to 500 meters. She ran an 800. Now she's undefeated. She's 4 for 4. 2 flat. Is she the NCAA? She's got to be the NCAA favorite right now, right? I mean, she just ran 2 flat solo, basically, wire to wire.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, she's got to be. I mean, the only person ahead of her on the all-time list now is Thing Mo. Now, it's going to be work to get that one.
Yes, for sure. It's going to be
158.40.
That's going to be a little bit of work.
To get down to the Thing Mo range there. We get a shot now of the all-time list, but ahead of Aaliyah Miller, ahead of Jasmine Frey, Nia Akins, Nicole Cook, Raven Rogers. It's just some all-time performers on that list. A lot of NCAA championships won by that group on the screen. Yeah, who else would you put in that conversation with her?
For winning?
800,
I mean, the Kennesaw State, Sarah Hendricks. Mm-hmm. She's a consistent, 2 flat, 201 woman. She's also a fifth-year senior, I think, maybe. So she has a little bit of an age gap on Michaela Rose. But, man, it's always fun when you see, someone have, a breakout moment. No one was thinking about her. I mean, she ran a couple 400 hurdles. She ran 57 seconds in the 400 hurdles. And now she's really starting to hone in on this 800, and it looks pretty good. You don't wake up and just run 2 flats accidentally.
No.
You
not like that.
You got to have a legit talent to do that. And I know we talk about indoor track, it's fast, all this stuff, BU. You go out and run 2 flat.
Well,
BU.
And again, I would encourage people, if they didn't see it right now, go watch it. Pause the pod if you're just listening to it. Go watch it. Watch the way she ran.
Yes.
Almost 2 flat. Also in that race, Sophia Gararian didn't get a PR, but ran one of the fastest times in high school history with a 201.
Yeah, her PR is 2 flat, but she ran basically faster than anyone else besides her and
Roisin Willis.
Yeah. And even better than this, she runs this 201.
201.16.
201.16, gets second in this race. She's getting onto a bus, a train, or a car, or a flight.
Yeah.
What's the best way to go from Boston to New York?
You're the East Coast guy. I don't know.
I mean, you can go anyway. Not flight. That seems a little excessive. It's probably a car. It's car.
Okay.
Just going back car.
Getting in the car.
Getting in the car.
Driving to Millrose.
Yeah.
600.
And then running a 600. And then after she runs a 600 at Millrose, she's going to get another car and go all the way to Virginia and run a 400. And then she's going to get another car.
Oh, I thought you were
keep
serious.
on going south
and then drop
run a 200. Yeah. And then in Gainesville, she'll be running the 60.
No, just
dropping in distance as she drops down in geographic location.
Yeah, every time she runs, you got to think, hey, is this the time a high school record gets broken? She didn't get it this time, but pretty dang close. But I think the story for me was just the emergence of Michaela Rose. That's a big time. That's a big time run.
Very big time
run. And it kicks off super Saturday, Friday, weekend. What you got to have a name for this. If you're branding it, I got to admit, I've been covering track for a long time, more than a decade.
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of people's takes. I've heard your takes a lot. Some of your takes I've heard more than one time. As Colt would
I got to
say.
make sure you.
Sometimes it's reruns. Before you said what you said last pod or 2 pods ago, I had never heard the take that the second weekend in
mid-February weekend
is the best weekend in all of track and field for the whole year. Now, I don't agree with it, but I love that I had never heard it before a couple episodes
You're going to agree with it.
Second weekend in February, it's where it all happens.
Monday morning, coming into the pod, you're going to be like, Gordon, you were right.
You're right.
I had never thought about it, but this is the greatest weekend.
I don't know if it's going to hold up. But again, I appreciate that you came up with something that I had never heard before in this long, long time that we've been talking about track. You, about a decade. Me, just a little bit more than a decade.
Greatest weekend.
All right. Anything else you're looking forward to seeing at BU?
All of it.
Okay.
I mean,
stupid question.
So today is the Women's Day. So we'll still have the miles coming up and the 3Ks later tonight, the 5Ks. 3K, I'm very excited. We'll see Parker Valby in that 3K. Some of the Alabama women are going to be there. So NC State women, not named Caitlin Toohey, because Toohey's running at Millrose. But the 3K is going to be flashy for the women's side collegiately. Also, there's some great, pros there who are just running fast miles or 5Ks. Emily Enfeld, I think, is in the 5K.
Evan Jager's entered too, I think.
Yeah, but I'm talking about women.
Oh, I was moving ahead on the weekend.
No, yeah, we're on Friday right now.
Sorry.
The rest of BU Friday's going to be good. Also, later today at BU, not BU, but where are they at? At New Mexico, we're going to have some fast 200s and some fast 4x4s.
Of course.
So,
all right.
Watch BU women all day Friday.
Yeah.
Watch some fast sprint action at New Mexico, 200s and 4x4s. We know that New Mexico, they bring some fast times. We've seen what Julian Alford's been doing in the 60. So that's gonna be fun. Live action today, and then tomorrow, BU men, the mile. We'll talk about that. 3Ks, 5Ks gonna be good. But then ultimately,
Millrose.
Yeah, Millrose is gonna be the fun one.
Champ Eagle says, Gordon, where's your Eagles gear? You're wearing a dinosaur. Is this in reference to the Raptors knocking out the Sixers in the playoffs a few years ago? I guess that's not a Raptor, that's a T-Rex.
This is a
Steakums.
A T-shirt that my mother won. It's a Steakums T-shirt.
Are you saving all your Eagles stuff for Sunday and then Monday?
Yeah.
You don't have that many
Eagles
enough shirts?
Yeah, no.
Are you going to wear the plaque?
I should.
Your
put
NFC
giant
East
chain.
Championship plaque?
Giant chain.
I
should break that into a chain, just walk around the Philly bar. No, I'm saving all my Eagles stuff for Sunday. I don't own a lot of Philadelphia sports gear. I learned that when I don't really buy a lot of jerseys or like just swag. I'm not really big into that. So I only have like 2 things, and I want to save it for Saturday and Monday. Sunday and Monday.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you. I worked really hard.
We'll talk about it again before the end of the show, so I just want to make sure I wish you luck. And Monday, we're either going to talk about it a lot or we're not going to talk about it at all. It's going to be one of those 2 options.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
That's how it works.
Yep.
All right. Do you want to talk about the Mets, METZ, indoor?
I thought you were going to talk about the New York Mets.
No, I got nothing on them. A lot of big-name free agents going over there to Queens. The big thing, I think, Femke Bowl running a quarter. She's ran a 500, so she'll run a distance that we're more familiar with what the time means. But past that, nothing jumped out to me immediately.
Yeah, Femke Bowl running a 400. She's running in the C heat, so she's running in the slower heat, which is interesting.
Well, I think I know why.
Why?
You want to avoid the break.
Yeah.
A wise man once said, actually, I shouldn't say wise. Gordon once said,
Hey, oh, come on.
Gordon, I'm just heaping praise on you.
I know.
today.
But you just how's that heaping praise? You said
I'm
a
about to say
wise
something
man.
nice.
Actually, not a wise man. Gordon man.
I'm
Come
about
on.
to quote you again.
I know what you're about to say.
I'm going to quote something. You probably remember that you said this.
Oh, I do.
You
I
do?
know what you're talking about.
Okay.
It's a
What are you
thing
going to say? A thing. Yeah. You said the only way she'd lose indoors if there was some issue with the break, because you're on the quarter indoors, remember? NCAA's and not the 800. And that's exactly what happened. That's literally exactly what happened. So for Femke Bowl, I think you don't want to have any sort of problems. It ultimately, competition really doesn't matter in this. You'd rather just have people out of your way, go straight to the front, not have any issues. So if there was in D heat, she'd probably sign up for that, and I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, she's also entered in the 200, so she may
Doubling
be
up.
doing a double. I'm not quite sure.
Is this the only very few European meets have 200s in them?
Yeah.
I saw on the men's side, Christophe Lemaitre was entered in the 2.
So
Interesting.
It'll be interesting if she does that. But yeah, the Mets meet. Hold on, let me bring up other notable events from this. Where is it? Yeah, so the 800s are actually going to be kind of good too. Did you look at the 800s?
In Mets, I know your guy Dobek's signed up, right? Women's side,
women,
you got Nikai in there, and for the men, you can jump over the men, Colt. Men's 800.
Where is it?
Oh, Moad Zahafi.
Yeah, that's
former
the
NCAA guy.
And Collins Kipru too.
Benjamin Robert. He's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's a good 800.
Wait, I guess Dobek's not in there. My mistake. But yeah, there's at least 3 or 4 guys. You can see the PBs on the screen. 3 people with PBs sub 144. I know you're just wanting to believe in that men's 800 again. You're wanting to believe. So every 800 that's run anywhere in the globe where someone has a seed time sub 145, you're thinking this is it.
I'm just saying,
this is the moment.
This is the weekend of the year.
Yeah.
And if this is the best 800 of that weekend of the year, we're going to get something special. I think Mohad Sahafi is going to go out there and be like, watch out, 144 flat indoors. Boom. I mean, he's not going to do that, but a man can dream.
Yeah.
The men's 1500 is actually pretty good too.
All right, keep scrolling, Cole.
What is the men's 1500? Yeah, come on. Yeah, right here. Let's check it out.
Zaleke,
Ismail Dabiani, the Belgian, he's good. Fontes, the Spaniard, he's good, 333. So it's 3 guys under sub 334.
Okay, so watch for that. That's Saturday too.
Yeah.
Correct? All right. And then hold on, do we have one more on Sunday?
3Ks are good too. Keep on going.
Wow.
Let's go to the 3Ks. 3Ks.
Gordon really squeezing all the juice out of this
3Ks.
weekend.
No, the women's 3K, not the men's 3K.
How was he possibly supposed to know that? How was Colt possibly supposed to know?
Men's 3Ks, all right. Jack Rowe's in it, the classic Jack Rowe. But look, you got the Ethiopian women in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a. Okay, it's actually it's not that good, but still watch it anyway.
Is Sunday?
So that's Saturday.
Yeah,
that's Saturday morning, Central Time, Saturday.
Paris World Indoor Tour is that same day too.
Paris. I don't know the entries of that. I've been trying to find them, but there's a Berlin meet that's happening right now. Mondo Duplantis right now is pole vaulting.
Like at the second?
Yeah, let's do a live look-in. I'm gonna do a live look-in at Mondo Duplantis.
What meet?
The Berlin meet.
Oh,
come on, man. Do you know
Berlin World Indoor Tour?
Berlin World Indoor Tour.
Are they just doing straightaways again, like they did in?
Yeah, they're just doing straightaways.
Love it.
We got a race going on right here. Let me see what
Send Colt the link.
Yeah, Colt.
You said you want to do a live look-in or not?
Yeah, let's do a live look-in.
All right.
Colt, I'm gonna send this to you. Put it above the Mets.
We should make this like a commercial break.
Yeah.
We should just run this for 5 minutes and I can.
There's literally a race about to happen right now.
What is it?
Huh? Oh, it just finished.
Oh no.
So we rewind.
Everybody close your eyes.
Close your eyes. Pretend you didn't see it.
This is 60 hurdles.
There's Mondo. Oh, there's Mondo.
Gordon, very exciting seeing everybody.
I don't know. We're doing a podcast while a race is happening. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Anyway.
Do you want to watch this race or how do you want to do this now?
So Brittany Anderson's in this. So this is a 60 hurdles.
60 hurdles, yeah.
Who do you think's going to win?
I saw the end, so I'm not going to say it.
I saw who won too.
You're literally watching the
Michelle Janicki. She's in it, doing the same smile TikTok move that she does.
The dance. That was like pre-TikTok.
I was pre-TikTok. She was the origin of TikTok, and she's still making a living off it.
I don't know if that's accurate, but
yeah, I just watched the race. The race isn't that exciting, so we'll Just go and watch the remaining. There's, I think, the 60 flats. Mondo's pole vaulting. See what he does. Let's get back to the pod.
Thomas says, I guess you guys didn't do any pre-show today. No, we did. Gordon just gets excited, and I don't want to put a cap on the enthusiasm. He's just like, this meet, and then that meet, and then this meet, and then that meet. Also, the internet went down. Zeus, weird.
Yeah.
So this whole show is being powered by my phone. Well, and Colt's supercomputer. That too. Okay. Do you want to talk about... You want to move on? Next topic?
Mondo just cleared a vault.
Okay.
Look at
that. Divine Odeduru, Gordon, former NCAA champion, one of the fastest guys in the world when he was competing in the 1 and the 2, has been, they're proposing, after provisionally suspending him, the AIU for 6 years. 6 years for potential anti-doping rule violations for possession and or use or attempted use of prohibited substances. This goes back to that Department of Justice investigation. Do you remember that from last year?
Yep.
Involving Eric Lira, who was the first person ever charged under the Rodchenkov Anti-Doping Act, and that brought about the investigation into Blessing Okabare. We had Athlete 1, we had Athlete 2. Blessing Okabare was one of them. We always wondered, were we ever going to find out the identity of the second athlete in that case? The AIU says that they have enough evidence to conclude that it's a Divine Odeduru. Now, Okabare is banned from the sport for an 11-year ban related to charges in that same case. So now Divine Odeduru gets busted. I think when people were looking at the facts of the case and putting it together, they thought he might be one of the people involved, especially, because you took, okay, this person was training in this area during this time. They had this sort of injury. Everybody was doing a lot of online sleuthing to figure out who it was. And then the fact that he didn't compete at all last year, I think really led people in one different direction. So I'm not sure how this case will end up, but they are seeking a 6-year ban against him.
Yeah, in 6 years, that's basically it's a retirement ban. I mean, to come back 6 years after, how old is Divine? 23, 24? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So waiting 6 years, coming back at 29, it seems like it's you're done with the sport type.
He's 26, actually.
He's 26.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he's done with the sport. He's not coming back at age 32. It's a bummer. Divine I remember him at Texas Tech. He was coming on strong, and he had a phenomenal year or two in the NCAA, and then you thought, all right, this guy could be a real challenger. I mean, he ran 986.
That was in Austin, yeah.
In Austin as a senior. And then it all went away, and then now he's involved in this whole situation. It's a bummer, but hey, don't cheat.
Tough too. 2 big name Nigerian athletes too. I mean, I remember back in 2019 talking to some members of the media from Nigeria, and they're just so excited at the prospect of getting having potential medalists out there. And that championships, they had a whole bunch. There was a huge issue with the governing body and entering athletes and events. It was just a bad situation there. But obviously, this is a whole different level and a whole lot worse. So we'll see. Probably appeals, I'm sure, coming. But with Okabare, it seemed like it moved pretty quickly because this isn't just the AIU thing. It's getting wrapped up in a Department of Justice when the DOJ and the FBI are involved, it's
not good.
Yeah, it's getting above people's heads at that point. So we'll move on.
Man. Nigeria could have put together a great team, and then now it's just on the men's and women's side, and now obviously Blessing did what she did, and now Divine doing what he did.
Well, Okabare too. We always talk about there's always room in that 200 for that medalist to come from.
Yeah,
because people don't always double back. And it seemed like he'd be one of those guys who, hey, former NCAA champion, doesn't need to worry about, a tough qualification process, right? Like if he was in the U.S., so he can make a bunch of finals, but it will not happen. It doesn't appear to be at this point. All right, do you want to do over-unders? Or do you want to talk Millrose? How do you want to do this? This part we did not plan out because I started freestyling right now. Or we can do Penn Relays announcements.
Let's do Penn Relays
Penn
announcements.
Relays announcements, everybody. We got 3 new ones. Colt,
And
click
we
through.
have an interesting one, too.
Oh, they're all interesting to me, Gordon.
Well, some of them have been there.
Michigan.
Okay.
We'll go
Yes.
to the Penn Relays.
Do you remember when I remember my first Penn Relays experience? I was in high school, and I got to watch the Alan Webb,
Oh, I thought that's where you're
Nick
going with that.
Willis 4x-mile.
Ooh.
It was so much fun.
Legendary.
Yeah.
All right.
I was like, whoa, that could be me one day. It was never me.
No, it wasn't you.
But I got to,
You got to go back to the Penn Relays later and commentate.
yeah. I mean, I
People
ran in the
who are
Centennial
fast.
Conference Invitational heat. They gave us our own heat, and
Yeah.
I won my heat.
Oh, yeah, we've heard that story.
Yeah.
That one I've heard before. So Michigan will be there. Oklahoma State
This is an interesting one.
will be there as well, both on the men's and women's side,
Yes.
correct?
So Oklahoma State normally would go to Drake Relays,
Mm-hmm.
but seeing that Oklahoma State recognizes that they have a stronger distance squad, and they see that the DMRs and the 4x8s and the 4x-miles at Penn Relays are much more competitive than they are at Drake Relays. You know, Dave Smith was like, hey, I want to go where my athletes are going to be challenged. And if Oklahoma State goes there, I feel like there might be a waterfall effect. I mean, we talked about potential of UW going there.
Uh-huh.
Andy Powell has the connections to the East Coast. Seeing Washington's milers, and then if maybe we try to get BYU or Stanford or NAU, you could get a lot of cross-country rematches going on. But ultimately, Oklahoma State, they have 6 sub-4 milers. 4x-mile DMR
What
is
about
going to be very fun now that Oklahoma State's in the mix, and soon the Stanfords and all those might potentially be added to the roster.
the women though too?
Women
right?
too, yeah.
With
Taylor Rowe.
Taylor Rowe, and they got a deep group there too, don't they?
Imagine watching a DMR where the anchor is Taylor Rowe versus Caitlin Tui. That would be fun.
Yeah. Who was the other? I'm blanking on the other.
We don't know if NC State's going to Penn Relays, but assuming if they do.
Well, yeah. Who's the other? I'm blanking on the other top girl or top woman from cross country.
Parker Valby?
No. On Oklahoma State, Rowe and
Oh, Natalie Cook.
Cook. Yeah. Cook. And then they're deeper beyond that
Yeah,
too,
they got
right?
some 800
So,
meter runners, yeah.
Yeah, this is interesting. And then the third one I want to talk about, Auburn.
Makes sense too. I mean, Leroy Burrell, now head of Auburn, used to be in charge of the Houston program, obviously. Now taking his talents to the SEC. He loves the Penn Relays, would always take Houston to the Penn Relays, and now he's taken Auburn. And I would imagine Houston will probably go, and then we can get a little bit of Houston 4x1 versus Auburn 4x1, which would be a fun little, Carl Lewis versus Leroy Burrell type action.
100%. Yeah, you got Favorite Shea, one of the fastest guys in the NCAA for Auburn. So we're excited. Yeah, Leroy Burrell, Philly native, too.
Hell yeah, he's going ready to go Birds.
Yeah. No, well, it'll be interesting to see how big this gets in terms of teams, because I know a lot of teams started coming back last year, and then even the teams that didn't go, some of them saw it, and I think we're like, all right, this is building back up, because that weekend used to be the main focus that weekend, right? And then it got crowded on the calendar with other meets.
Yeah.
But some of those meets have gone away.
Yep.
Am I remembering this correctly?
Yes.
Yeah. So now everybody's trying to figure out what their new schedule is going to be. And a lot of coaches, they're creatures of habit. If they go to one spot one year, they want to keep it going. So we could get even more firepower at this meet. So I'm excited.
Okay. Segment over?
Now it is, yeah.
Okay. Segment's officially over.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Penn Relay segment over?
Yeah,
We're not putting this clip. Okay. Colt, can you bring up your Twitter account?
No, don't do that to Colt.
The Twitter account?
What happened?
No, the tweet you just showed. The tweet you just showed.
Which tweet?
The one that we were just showing.
What are you talking about?
The last
last
Auburn,
tweet you
Auburn
showed.
tweet. That was a very confusing way to
Go
request
back.
it. You made it sound like you want to look at his Twitter
No,
account.
no. Just show the tweet. The right-hand column. No, go back. Go back. This is great for audio listeners. Why do you have Toyota's Twitter account blocked?
Ooh. Yeah, I block every advertiser on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. Gold check,
That-
you're gone.
That's what you got from that.
I mean, I was like, he's like, does he have something against Toyota cars or something? Like, you're blocking a random.
There was a while there. Well, I mean, it's still the case where it's like a ton of ads because sometimes
Look at this. He's blocking Toyota USA.
I have like the NFL. I had some like major sports league blocked. I think it was the NFL.
Really?
Just because it kept getting like way too many tweets. So then I'll go to someone else's tweet and it'll show that like that I can't see the other tweet because it's blocked, and then I'll like click on wait, what account is it? And it's something totally innocuous.
Yeah.
Like it's not somebody who was calling me names or anything like that.
Colt did not want to see Toyota cars in his timeline.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. But he hasn't blocked Cadillac or BMW or
Not
Porsche.
Not yet. That's what he's gonna do right after the pod.
They haven't dared to show up on my timeline yet. They do. They're gone.
All right. Let's get into it. Over-unders for the week. Ready to do this?
Yeah,
So we have
I think so.
5 of them. 5 of them that we're going to talk about.
We may have an issue because my internet's kind of your phone. Is your phone dying?
No, it's here. I'll take it out of my pocket. I'll put it right here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Is it on?
Put it nice.
It's
right
not
next to
on.
it. Yeah, it is. It's not on. I'm getting great internet over here.
Well,
All right.
I can't update the thing.
That's fine. We can just read them and then we can update them later. Not the end of the world. I can see them.
Okay.
First one.
Well, let's
can
recap.
update
I'm 7-9-1. You are 10-6-1.
Yeah.
So I'm just 3 games back in the loss column.
Let's talk about this
Make a
men's.
comeback here.
So this first one, men's 60. It's going to be over under Noah Lyles' finishing time, 6:51. That's what he ran at the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix. But just in general, when you look at this 60, before you make your pick, what is your prediction? You got Kendall Williams, Josephus Lyles, Kobe Hilton, Christian Coleman, Noah Lyles, Nicholas Harbor, Miles Lewis, and Travis Williams. So you got the high school superstar there in Harbor as well too. Kobe Hilton has been running really fast. Josephus Lyles and Kendall Williams beat Noah at the opening meet of the season, and then you have Christian Coleman, the greatest 60-meter runner of all time.
Yeah. So Coleman ran a 6.7 earlier this year. So obviously you don't want to look too much into that because he could have just been like strolling through the park. The question is Coleman in like 6.4-5 shape, or is Coleman in 6.6 shape? And you really have no idea. What do you think? Do you think he's in like, is he in B plus shape, or is he in like B minus C plus shape?
Well, he also ran at 200 at that same meet too, so he's done a couple races. The thing with Coleman though, the 60, same thing with Grant Holloway in the 60 hurdles. They're just so much better at it than everybody else. So he could be in B shape and still be fine. I think he could run a 6.4 high and it'd be okay. Because remember last year, coming back, I know outdoors.
You think 6.4 high is B shape for Coleman?
So, like, think about last year, though, right? Outdoors, he didn't have the season he wanted,
No.
right, at all. And he talked about having rust and stuff. But this was him indoors, 6:49 at Millrose. Remember, this is coming off of the being out with the suspension for 18 months. 6.49, then 6.45 at USA's. Then at World Indoors, went 6.51, 6.51, 6.41. So, yeah, I do think sub 6.5 for him is a rust buster.
Okay. And Lyles' PB now is 6.51, which you said as the over-under, 6.51. So are you going with over-under for Lyles? Well, first of all, who do you think wins? No, Coleman or Lyles?
I'm going to go with Coleman for the win, and I'm going to go with over for Lyles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Coleman for the win, and I'm going to go under for Lyles. 6.50.
You think 6.50, so he continues the PR
Actually,
train? New Balance track is supposed to be really, really fast.
yeah, and the Armory doesn't bring fast 60s. I think Lyles runs 6.5 too.
He ran. I think he's going to have to run under. He's going to have to PR to win. I think.
I'm going over. I changed my mind. I'm going over 6.51. I think he went 6.52.
So we're both over?
Yeah. I can't update it because your phone is off.
My phone is great.
I don't have internet anymore.
Okay.
I'm doing this without internet.
I'll write it down
I'm doing
and
this
then I'll
blind. Well,
share
why don't you
after.
log into the account? Do
Over.
it.
I'm just going to go.
No, just go there so people can see it. Also,
where?
Colt, scroll the thing so you can see the names of us in the thing. When you know? If you scroll, because our names stay
gotcha.
locked.
One
Yeah.
sec.
Scroll the
read-only.
thing
Yeah.
so you stay
Add it. I'm going over.
over. It's view only.
I can't
You
access
can't-
it. Give me internet, man.
That's not the issue. You realize it can do it even if the phone's asleep, right?
No, look, I'm not see it.
I
Where
understand
are you?
that.
Are you Hector?
Maybe you can make your phone a hotspot.
I don't
Did you ever
have
think
that.
about that?
I don't have that ability.
Wow,
How do I do that?
Mister, I know everything about technology.
Personal hotspot off, on.
Colt, get a load of this guy over here.
I never done this before. I thought you had to
Falling
pay
apart,
extra
guys.
for it. I thought you had to pay
Internet
extra
goes
for
down
hots.
and everything's great.
iPhone 45, that's me. Password. This password is too long. Can I change the password?
I don't know. You want me to keep going?
Yeah, hold on. I'm changing the password. What should I change the password to?
Password.
No, I'm gonna change it to Go Eagles.
Okay. Anybody wants
As I
Gordon's?
scrolled the thing.
Go Birds.
I know I can't write in it because you didn't give me editing
I'm gonna
access.
do Go Birds. Enter.
All
I
right.
need to put a number. 1, 2, 3. Go Birds 1, 2, 3. Boom.
All right.
Go Birds 1, 2, 3.
I'll talk about the next one while you're doing that. Men's Wanamaker mile. They're talking big for this one. They got Eric Sawinski pacing. Supposed to be very quick. I'll read through the start list. Kipsang, Holt, Thompson, McCann, Gregoric, Hunter, Prakel, Tanner, Gorley, Hawker, Garcia Romo, Nagoose, and Oliver Hoare. Got a lot of potential there. Got a lot of guys who have shown that they're in good shape this year and can get after it. I think we really want to see that OAC group for sure, plus Cole Hawker. You want to see what Cole Hawker can do in 2023. He ran indoors already this year, but this is the first true test. I think we have to make Nagoose the favorite, don't we? Just based on the 3K, or is it Oliver Hoare?
It's Oliver Hoare.
Okay, explain. Miler, just a.
Yeah,
Or I guess Nagoose is a miler too, but you're saying,
but like Hoare is more experienced. He's been around longer, and I just think Nagoose. Don't get me wrong. He's probably has in contention to win it, but I think Oliver Hoare is the clear favorite.
do you think Oliver Hoare might be distracted by the upcoming 4x2K relay in Australia World Cross that he's on?
Maybe. It might have dipped into his training a bit of
Just-
like strategically how do I run a 2K.
I'm not training for the mile, I'm training for the 2K,
Yeah.
and it's going to be on grass, guys. All right, so you have Hoare as the favorite.
But the thing is, Hoare and Nagoose train together.
Exactly, along with Garcia Romo,
So
who's
that's
also in this race.
that's a question. Do you think they have a plan? Do you think they have a plan of attack? Do you think they know what each other are going to do?
Yeah, I think the plan is go, all of them.
But
But they're
like, who's-
talking about running fast here.
But who's? I guess it's going to be Oliver's the one who's going.
Well, Sawinski's, they're just following Sawinski.
Yeah, but when
can't-
when Sawinski leaves, he's not staying for all 1,609 meters. Sawinski's going to go be like, all right, cool, guys, I'm done. Who's running the
You can't
800 to 1,200?
You can't plan that much out, especially indoors.
Well, you can.
I think I'll tell you who I think it's going to be.
it's going to be Hoare.
It's going to be Hoare.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's just what he does. David in the chat says Hoare said if he runs a great sub 348, they're going for 153 at 800. So they're not messing around. Like, how long is the list of people who are going to be still there at 1,200 if they go out that fast?
3, 4, 5. Wait.
Hoare?
Yes.
Nagoose? We assume
Yes.
Garcia Romo because
Yeah.
he's been training with them. Is Hawker in that group?
Yeah.
And Neil Gorley? Just one indoors?
No, not Gorley.
Tanner?
Kipsang maybe? He'll die though.
He'll go for it,
He's
I
gonna
guess.
go for it.
But
Kipsang
just-
will go for it.
If they're going sub 350 pace, the amount of people who are going to be wanting to go with that and willing to go with that and able to go with that is going to be small.
All right, so you're going over under 350.
So they're all talking big. I'm going to zag, though. I'm going to go over.
I'm going to go under because you know what? Last time they talked big, they ran 720s in the 3K. So,
Yeah.
and Joe Klecker ran 1250s. So
You're making a compelling case. You're making a...
they
And,
show the and
and Wanamaker Miles is fat. Like, you look at historically at this, it's
I think
pretty
they're
quick.
gonna. I think they're gonna light it up. I'm going under.
Should I have made the line lower?
No, you made the line, what you made it, and you're gonna regret it.
But
So-
if you were making the line, I'm just asking you, would you have made it lower?
no, I would have been 350. 350 is the right line.
Okay.
For
Even
sure.
if they're talking about world
Yeah, no,
record?
yeah, no.
Okay.
I mean, world records don't grow on trees
That's true. That's true.
unless you live in
Okay. Next one.
Valencia.
Next one.
Pick one of the Valencia.
All right. So the fun with over-unders.
You're going under and I'm going over?
No,
you're
all the way
going
around.
over and I'm going under.
The fun with some of these over-unders is the non-traditional distances. Because outdoors, we're going to have enough time to talk about the traditional distances. So I wanted to pick a couple off distances here. So, women's 300. I set the over at 35.45. You know why?
Why?
It's a world record, Gordon, indoors. 35.45.
Who has the world record?
Well, 2 women have run 35.
And
45.
who are these women?
Can you guess who they are? I think you can guess one of them.
Sonia,
Close. Shawnee Miller-Weibo
Shauna Miller-Weibo.
and Privalova, who has basically every
Privalova,
indoor
okay,
world record.
okay.
35.45. In this race, trying to beat it, Steiner, Brandini, Brown are the 3 big names.
It's
So,
Steiner's.
do you think she can do it?
What's her PB?
In the 300?
Yeah.
35.80 is what
Yes,
is
she's going to
listed
do
here.
it. She's totally going to do it.
Going
That-
under.
Hard under. Lock of the week. Lock of the week.
Going to see history here.
We're going to see history. It's the greatest weekend of track and field. Come on. Abby Steiner's definitely going to show up for Gordon's greatest history of track and field. Come on. It's happening. Under. Hard under.
I think I'm going under as well, too.
Yes, see?
I think.
You believe.
I like her in the 300-meter distance.
I know. That's like
I know she's good all the way down to the 100, but she's run a fast quarter. 200 is
too.
good. And I like that she's run a couple races this year. She's not just showing up for Millrose. It's not just a press release about the world record. I think she actually wants the world record. All right. Another off distance.
if she runs the world, okay. The world record doesn't really mean much though, because it's an indoor 300, and so like
No, but it's fun. I
It's
needed
fun.
to make a line. Now you're watching that race with anticipation.
Yeah, no, but like I'm saying, if she does break it, when she does break it, not if.
Mm-hmm.
Will we be able to be like, watch out, world, Abby Steiner, watch out, Jamaica?
You've
Abby
already
Steiner?
done
No,
that.
We
You've
can't.
done that headline like 12 times going back 4 years. You've used that. You've used your allotment of watch out, world, Abby Steiner, ... Sorry.
No, okay. If she ran 34.99, then could we be like, watch out, world?
So only one person has run sub 35 even outdoors, and it was Shawnee Miller-Weibo. But how many people have run indoor or outdoor 300s?
She ran 34.99. That
that would, beating the record by a half second, I think.
okay.
I'm not going to say watch it. We already know her. It's not, you're saying watch out worlds if she's
No,
this
but,
obscure
like,
runner no one's ever
No,
heard of.
she's not obscure.
She was in the 4x1 and the 4x4 for the US.
I'm not saying she's obscure. What I'm saying though is like it's very hard for someone to win the 200 outdoors because there's
Yes,
this
it
person
is.
named Elaine Thompson-Herah.
Yeah.
There's another person named Sharika Jackson.
Yeah.
There's another person named Christina Boma. There's another person named.
I agree with all that.
I can go on
I
and
agree
on.
with all that. All that is true.
And so, but I'm saying though, if you run 34.99 indoors,
yeah.
in the 300,
Watch out, world.
Watch out. I don't know. All right.
Matthew says concerning Gordon doesn't know how to use a hotspot. I agree. Gordon we had a former colleague. I'm not going to say this person's name because this fact is kind of embarrassing. They didn't know how to use a very common shortcut on the keyboard, and Gordon has made fun of that person relentlessly since then.
Yeah. Okay. It was Lincoln. He didn't know how to use copy and paste on. He didn't know like Control C,
see-
Control V.
Yeah,
he didn't know that.
Yeah, he had never done it.
He would always like highlight it, go to file, like edit, copy.
But you not knowing a hotspot, not as bad.
I know how
but
to use a
close.
hotspot. I'm using a hotspot.
We
all right?
literally just watched you
Well,
learn
it's-
it in real time.
I did learn
All right,
it. I just
next
haven't done
one.
it.
Quote, the password is too long.
Hey, password to my hotspot if anyone wants to hack it is Go Eagles. No, it's Go Birds 1 2 3.
Go Birds 1 2 3. All right, women's 600 now. Let's go to the women's 600. I set the over at 1 minute 25 seconds. So we have Little.
That's
Wilson,
a weird way to say that.
Gararian, Wilson,
1 minute 25 seconds.
and
This
Detra.
is someone just ran 1 minute and 57 seconds in the 800. No one says it like
What
that.
am I supposed to say?
125.
What did I say? 1 minute and 25 seconds?
Yeah, that's really weird.
What if I said 85 seconds?
Like if I said like
85 seconds.
that's
You
even
like
weirder.
that?
No,
Nah, that's how
It's
your
120
coach should be reading
no
the
one
splits
says
like
1
that.
minute 25 seconds. What's David Odisha's world record? 1
1
minute
minute
and 40 seconds? No, you say
And
it's
90
140.
and 91 hundredths of a second. All right, so Ajay Wilson, Ali Wilson, Gararian, Little, and Detra. So
I love Aji versus Allie Wilson, the battle of the Wilsons. It's always great.
Wilson's run 123.84 before. Shamir Little's run 124 this year. So
Why'd you make this line 125?
Interesting that the lines maker would do that.
Oh, you're trying to... Is this a rat line? This is a rat line. You're trying to get me to go after the cheese.
I wonder why.
You're trying to get me to go for the cheese, and then I'm going to regret it. You want me to take the under.
What's your pick?
Hold on. Okay, wait. So why did you make this 120? What do you know that I don't know? So wait, what are the PRs of the women again?
You want the all-time list? I can read the all-time list too.
I want the PRs.
Do you want the world record?
No.
I think Mo has run 123.5.
Yeah.
Ajay Wilson's run 123.8. That was in 2017.
Tell me what a thing Mo ran does not affect this because she's not in
Ajay
the
Wilson's
race.
run 124.48. Ajay Wilson's run under this time twice. Shamira Little's not on this all-time list yet. Actually, that is where did she run that? Was that at that must have been the race with Britton Wilson, right? Is that right?
I'm going to take the over.
Over 1 minute and 25 seconds?
I'm taking the over.
Yeah, so she ran 124.65. All right, you fell for it. I'm going under. Thank you very much.
God damn
Easy.
it.
So easy. No, actually, you know what my thinking was? My thinking was...
You're going to trick me to not want to take the under, and then you take the under. That's what
I did. But here's what I'm thinking. Part of me thinks, like, Wilson she's just after the win, right? In these races. Like, I think she's just going to control it, get to the front. Maybe it's not just all out from the front. But yeah, I'm going under.
Can I change my mind?
No.
I can.
You knew I was tricking you, and you still fell right into it. So
whatever. I'll take the over. I ain't scared.
All right.
Next line.
We got... Oh, this is the Gordon line. Sub 4s at BU. You have 35. I'm going to go over. I think it's going to be 125. That's my pick.
Stop making a mockery of this line. Hold on. What are you doing?
It's the last day we're talking about sub 4, everybody. This is it.
It's a thing.
It's over after this.
No, like I said, the most sub 4s ever at a single meet is Prefontaine 2014, 26.
I'm taking over. Can I not take the over?
So you think there's going to be... Yeah, you can take the over. You want the over?
Yeah.
I'm taking the under.
Okay. I went and counted every single person. That's what you don't know.
Yeah, there's 60 people with sub 4 seat time.
Yeah, I think it's going to be over 40, actually.
Can I change the line to 39?
No, I get that nice little five-person cushion. Thank you very much. All right, do you want to go back to Millrose and discuss the races we didn't talk about?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just run through all of them. Starting with, let's see what else jumps out here. Women's 60, you get Aaliyah Hobbs again. Mary Beth St. Price, Tamari Davis, Melissa Jefferson, Micaiah Briscoe, Shawnee Jackson, Kenny Harrison, Barnes, and Gardner in that one. Hobbs a big favorite, we think?
What do you think?
So that's interesting. So it's 5 minutes for the men's race. I think that one's I think that is gonna give us a lot of information about how fast the men's race will go because Hobbs has run a lot this year.
You heard what you said to me. Do you think Hobbs is the favorite?
A big favorite.
No, you didn't say that.
Oh.
Just like Hobbs the favorite here?
Yeah, she is. I answered my own question.
Why would you ask that question?
Super helpful. Appreciate it. Women's
Is
shot.
grass green?
Chase Ely,
She's
men's
ran
shot.
698, and she's going against people who've all run like 7-1 or slower.
No, there's some 7-0s.
There's no 7-0s this season.
Yeah.
This season.
This season?
No. Exactly.
7-1-0. So close.
The O's in the wrong location.
So close. You're right. Men's shot, Krauser Kovacs. Women's shot, you got Ely. All right, men's 800. Tell me, what's going to be the quality of this men's 800?
First question, I'm excited to see what Cade Flats does.
Ole Miss freshman?
Yeah, because I call him Cade Flats. I don't know. I added
Like
S to his name.
wear shoes? Like
Cade Flats. Yeah, this is his season debut, collegiate debut. Kind of it's a kind of a really high pressure rust buster. It's like, you know what? Yeah. We're going to go to New York City. We're going to run on NBC Live. And like, that's when you can make your collegiate debut.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of
A lot of pressure.
Typically, people run like their collegiate debuts at like some rinky-dink home meet, but
Yeah.
he's doing it at Millrose. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna look at your list because my
Lopez,
Wi-Fi's
Flat,
on.
Langford, English, Hoppel, Harris, Murphy, Quebec.
I mean, it's probably gonna be Hoppel. I think Harris. No, yeah,
I'm going Quebec.
Quebec. Yeah, Quebec's fun. Murphy's been like kind of hot and cold.
He ran 1,000,
I think Isaiah Harris though. I like Isaiah Harris.
147 this year.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's have some fun.
I'm interested to see what Hoppel does. Right? He was just so consistent forever, never losing a race in the NCAA ranks, and then made it all the way to 4th at Worlds. I want to see. It's just interesting. All those guys, they feel like they move in tandem almost in the 800. Like they're not all together, but like when they were all good, it was amazing. And then they all
were
backwards. Bad. Yeah, not bad, but
that's
worse.
what you wanted to say.
Women's 3,000.
Wait, not bad, but worse. You trying to like
worse than
sugarcoat
they
it?
were before.
The 800 last year was really bad.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm talking about that specific group. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you mean.
Okay,
but yeah, I'm excited. I think Isaiah Harris upset win. I think they're all gonna run well. I think it's gonna be. I think we're gonna have a 145 low winner.
That will be enough to get you excited?
Yeah.
Okay.
145 low indoors is fast.
Women's 3,000. You have Cranny, Monson, Tui, Chalangat in there as well too. Hennis, Whitney Morgan, Steelman, Wayment, Jennings. This is pretty good. I think Monson is the big favorite. You're looking up the collegiate record. I was just about to do the same thing for what, right?
Yep.
What are you looking up the American record? American record's that Shelby race, right?
Yeah.
Shelby and
The Schweizer race.
Schweizer with the two of them.
3K collegiate record is Christian Schweizer 841.60 in 2018.
841.
841. Does Kaylin Turley run sub 841?
I mean, Monson's run 831. So
I think she breaks it. I think Tui breaks it.
I think. Hold on. So what's the?
I think Tui runs 839.
Keep that open. Keep that page open.
All right, it's open.
What's the indoor record for US? Schweizer 825. Okay, that doesn't feel like it's going anywhere.
No.
I was wondering if Schweizer's collegiate record and her American record will get broken in the same
No.
race. No, 25s. Although, why do you say no? Just because those were BU and like BU we just grade on a different curve, or we just determine what's
I just don't think it's gonna be that fast.
okay. Yeah, Monson won this in 2022 in an 831,
Yeah.
but I think she's better shape this year, right? Wouldn't that indicate? But that's a long way to go to get all the way
She's
down to
not running.
825.
So you save that for another race.
Okay.
But yeah, I think Kaylin Turley breaks the collegiate record.
So you got
841.60.
you have Monson for the win and Tui for the record. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, Cranny. It'd be interesting to see Cranny,
Cranny's not.
but Monson's been running more.
Yeah.
So I would go Monson. Men's quarter. I think this one's fun because that was kind of a cool race last week with Williams and Dream Richards and Vernon Norwood, and now you get Williams and Richards back, and then you get Dedman and Cherry in there. So that one could be interesting. Men's 3. This is the classic Millrose Games. Men's 3,000. Collegians, pros. Pros who used to be collegians. That we already
Collegians
know.
used to be pros.
No, that's not a thing. Dylan Jacobs, Alex Mayer, Owen Hacker, Nico Young, Jonas Ray, Sam Parsons, Beamish, Kerr, Josh Kerr, Luis Grijalva, Cooper Tier, Joe Klecker.
This is a good race.
Yeah, I think this is so hard because so few of them have run. I guess I'd be surprised if it wasn't Tier, Klecker, Grijalva. Does Beamish belong in there just because the kick?
Yes.
Does Kerr belong in there? That just
Kerr.
feels like outside of his range, although he ran a half marathon, so it's
He
just
did.
shorter.
I think Grijalva might be the favorite.
Really? He's training with Woody Kincaid.
And he did get fourth.
So if he's
in the-
95% of Woody
he
Kincaid.
did get fourth in the world in the 5K.
Wait, what place did he get?
Fourth.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, fourth. Here's the question. Nico Young, does he break Drew Bosley's collegiate record? Does the Bosley collegiate record only last for 2 weeks?
Yeah, probably. Well,
That'd be wild.
I feel like the purpose of these races change. When you go to BU, everybody knows what it's all about. No one's counting their BU wins. They're counting their BU PRs.
Whoa.
When you
That's a good.
put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
When you go to Millrose, people care about wins, I think. Not to say it can't be fast, because we've seen fast times here before.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
But I just think the focus isn't as intense
On the time.
as on time.
Yep.
Which
For sure.
Which is why I think he may not get it. I'm interested to see what Tier has. Training with Bowerman now.
Good point.
The person we know the most about out of this group is Klecker, correct? We could probably get
And Grijalva. Look, no.
Grover rabbited that race and then dropped out. Klecker finished it, so we have a time.
But Grijalva ran a mile.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
He ran well.
Yeah. Okay. So we know about 2 different guys. Everybody else.
I think Grijalva wins.
And then second,
Second will be Klecker. Keep going. Give me more.
third,
Third will be Beamish.
fourth,
Fourth will be Tier.
fifth.
Fifth will be Young.
All right. That's
Keep
all.
going.
No, I just wanted 5. It's good. You did good. Good job. Okay. Women's 3 we talked about. Women's 6 we talked about. Women's mile. Just feel like this is going to be Laura Muir's race. This might be a season of Laura Muir. 4:18 PB. We just saw her win that 3K. She handled that pretty well. Stafford was second at New Balance. Then Gemma Ricci. She ran an 8 already this year, but I think it's going to be Muir. Yeah, I guess. Is there anything else? Women's pole vault. One of the field events. It's being contested. You never ran Millrose, huh?
Did I run Millrose?
As a high school, because they have like a ton of high school races,
No,
but I guess
no.
that's mostly
No.
mostly New York, right?
I did not run Millrose.
No, but there's like, I guess it is just a New York thing. You know, they have the different age group runs, right? Kind of reminds me of Penn and like the very specific, the 4x2. But I guess that's.
Have you ever run in the Armory?
Never even been to the Armory, man.
You ever been to the Armory?
I really want to go. Yeah,
Let's go. Let's go on a plane.
I would love to. It's one of the few places I haven't in the U.S. at least, like the big name venues that I haven't been to. I'd love to be there.
I'm trying to log in to see how Mondo is doing in the pole vault.
Adrian says disrespectful on Kerr.
Mondo is going for the world record. He has 2 more attempts.
You want to get that live? Can we get that live?
Let's get that live. He made
But we have no idea when the attempts are going to happen.
Well, it's going to happen soon. He just did a 6:22 attempt. Mondo did 6:06, and he cleared it. He's in first attempt, and now he's at 6:22. He missed the first attempt.
So 6:22 would be better than his outdoor.
I guess so. Look at that.
Yeah,
He's
6:21 is his outdoor.
if he breaks the world record in his first meet, has he?
No,
this
he
is his second
vaulted.
meet.
He vaulted
Okay.
already.
But still, point still stands. It would be so stupid. Stupid in a good way.
Is he up, or is it? No, he's putting clothes on. Okay, well, stay tuned.
He's putting clothes on.
Well, because he's gonna take a break. It's a pole vault thing. They're gonna take a big old break.
Okay.
It's like 5 minutes before it comes back on.
All right. So
wait, does he have 3?
he has 2 attempts
Oh,
left.
2 attempts at 6:22.
But he cleared. He was perfect through 6:06. Missed 6:22. See if I can see his 6:22 miss. I don't know. Anyway, we'll clip it and we'll put it up on YouTube, or you can just. Oh, yeah, so here's his attempt.
This is the first attempt miss. Can we throw that up there, Colt? Or is this
This
second
is
or
probably
first?
his first attempt miss.
Okay.
I mean, he looks like he can get it. That woman looks like he can get it.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm feeling it. 2 more attempts.
So all the way up from 6:02. There you look at his series. Passed at 6 meters.
Yeah. This. Dude, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. World record's gonna happen.
You want to stay on?
Should we stay on for the world record?
Just you never know how long they're gonna take. Guess there is a clock, but we'll see. I want the clock. I want the clock on the screen. So he did 6:10 at the Mondo Classic meet
Okay.
last weekend. So yeah, he's ready to roll.
He's ready to roll.
Do you want to keep going? I'm gonna get some water. If you want to keep
No,
going.
I think we'll end the stream, but head over to FloTrack.com, watch the Berlin feed, see if you can see the world record. We'll post it on YouTube.
Yeah, all the social channels.
All
You'll,
the
you'll
social
probably
channels.
have it on Twitter, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be sideways, upside down, TikTok versioned all over you.
Yeah. With the dance.
Weekend's gonna be good. We'll be watching track.
Good? I don't think it's just gonna be
It's
good.
gonna be
Gordon.
amazing. We're gonna be watching. If we have a Mondo world record on what I call the greatest weekend of track, that's gonna help my case.
We've never had a Mondo world record before.
But like, you weren't expecting to be a Mondo world record on my perfect weekend of the year.
I'm going to say the opposite. I'm going to say you need a world record for Mondo to even stay in contention.
Oh, no.
That's the price of entry at this point. Like, you need Mondo to come through and get this.
I'm telling you. That's what it is. But yeah, like, subscribe. Enjoy track all weekend long. Tweet at us. Do your thing. Monday, we'll be back here live, 12:30.
Super Bowl recap?
Super Bowl recap. Devin Allen, play-by-play. He's still on the practice squad. I don't think he's getting called up. But he's going to get that Super Bowl ring.
We'll see.
Do you want to come watch the Eagles game with me?
No. But I'll support you.
What do we talk about?
I don't want to go,
talk about
I don't want to go to an
podcast
Eagles
started?
bar to watch the game.
Why not?
I'm watching with my son. I'm
Yeah,
going
but
to let him stay up late.
Are you cheering for Mahomes, aren't you?
Yeah, of course. And because I think it'll be better content for the pod if they're bad. Like, if they lose 28-3, you're just going to be devastated. Well, actually, I'm curious, as a sports fan, would you rather get blown out or lose in a nail biter?
Losing a nail biter.
You'd rather lose in a nail biter?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, me too. So,
I get blown out. It's embarrassing.
I know if you
Losing a
lose,
nail biter is not embarrassing. It's like,
if you lose by 4 touchdowns,
that's embarrassing.
yeah. Well, the content will be something else.
All right. Like, subscribe, do your thing, hit the notification bell. Isn't that the thing they say these days? Watch track all weekend. Go Eagles. And that's it. Peace.
See ya. Thanks, Colt.